Andre.
Ryan, we did it, man.
What did we do?
We got through you being gone.
Oh, congrats.
We aced Super Wildcard Weekend.
I mean, I assume you couldn't have aced it more than I did.
Well, I actually gave out winning bets against the spread.
Oh. I gave out a 6-team
You did.
moneyline
parlay. It's true. Is that how the kids are treating those picks? They're just 6-team in it? Also, what's with the Giants-Vikings game? Why'd you abstain from that?
No, I picked the Giants.
Really?
Yes.
Are we sure?
100% sure.
Okay, because that graphic you sent me, it seemed like neither logo was highlighted.
I don't make the graphics around here, Dre. But if you zoom in a little
Facts, as the kids would say, facts.
Look, if you zoom in a little bit, you can tell that that's clearly more filled in than the ones around it.
You know what, Rhino? That dark blue background makes it
kind of
hard
sinking into
to
it.
tell the G-Men's logo was highlighted. Happy to report, Schwanman goes 3-0. Big market D-line, we talked a lot about him being big market D-line on this show. Had some good laughs. Him and I go a combined 5-1 for the weekend.
All dogs?
All dogs hits.
Wait, so how many dogs did you give out?
Just merely 2.
I was going to say, I think only 2 dogs won.
The Jags and
Giants.
of course, and the mere Jags win is insane.
Best game of the season.
Wild. Who was asking me the genius question of does this rank higher? Oh, it was Strongman on bets yesterday. Does that Chargers upset rank higher as far as fondness in my heart or lower with the Andrew Luck Colts destroying the Chiefs on a huge blown lead? Remember that one?
Yes.
That was like an event.
I also remember the Chiefs losing to the Marcus Mariota Titans when Marcus Mariota completed a pass to himself for a touchdown.
Yeah, the stupidest pass in the history of football.
Best pass in the history of football.
That's true. That was the end of the Alex Smith era.
Yeah, it was.
Arrowhead had never been so down bad as after that game.
I know. It's too bad that they got a good break.
I know. There was just like a real sweet misery to that loss. That was like, man, these people will never feel joy again.
Like, they hadn't won a home playoff game in like 50 years.
Oh, God, I love it. God, I love it.
Those were the good times.
So we get the 2 dogs in. We get Niners because we're Brock Purdy guys. And the over Bills Dolphins.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Skylar
it was
Thompson.
all dogs and overs.
Skylar
all
Thompson
dogs
was
and overs.
slinging. I mean, he was like 18 of 49.
Well, and then towards the end of the game, he's just short on like several passes.
Yeah.
Where he just need a little more in the bazooka.
Yep.
A little more.
That Shanahan tree, though, it knows how to get the most out of a backup quarterback.
Man, does it ever.
It's impressive.
You'd think Nathaniel Hackett could have maybe got a little better out of Russ, you know?
You'd think.
Shanahan, he's scattered off to the LaFleur side of that Shanahan tree.
Listen to me and hired Mike McDaniel.
Yeah. Boulder's finest, as some call
I
him.
don't think he's from Boulder. Yeah.
Aurora?
Yeah.
Aurora's finest. I don't know that I claim Aurora, but I'll put on for Aurora.
All right.
I'll put on for
Cool.
Aurora.
I guess
Aurora, I see you.
I guess that puts me back in this head seat as Boulder's finest.
Boulder's finest right here. Right here. Mike Munchak, also a Boulder guy?
Certainly not.
Sean Payton?
Nope.
Chuck Pagano.
Yes.
But all those other people live, enjoy, and claim Boulder as their hometown, much like Rhino.
Nope.
So they've got that in common.
Spreading misinformation on the podcast today.
Oh, we're against that now?
Yeah.
Actually, we've never spread misinformation on this pod.
No.
Bits.
Just bits
Lots
and
of
dubs.
bits. Bits, dubs, the occasional L.
Yep. Okay.
Also, Mitchell Carroll is allowed back on the show. He gave out picks.
What was this? A round robin?
Yes, yeah, it was. A little Canadian bet. Yeah, I didn't want. What, you just thought it was going to be
Schwanman.
Schwanman and I are your replacements.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I wanted to give Schwanman a little bit of a break. He's got a lot going on.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's an amazing thing. I love that buff spot now.
It's amazing.
I think you guys gotta have me on regularly. I'm not gonna be able to go back to regular life without it.
The Broncos last season hired a new coach,
Yep.
got new owners,
Woo!
and got a new quarterback.
Big money.
And I would say that never before has there been a more eventful offseason pod than this buff spot.
It's amazing.
There's something new every day.
The weekend recap, it was like I hadn't seen Schwanman for a day and a half. It was like, oh my God, we have so much to talk about.
Yeah, it's a
I
beautiful
watched
thing.
all these well-off videos, and they signed 2 like Power 5 edges, and then this other Power 5 corner, and all this Cormani McLean stuff to get into.
Unbelievable.
It's insane.
It is insane.
God.
All right. It is a Guess the Lines Tuesday.
Thank you, Coach Prime, for
Right.
existing.
I was this close to looking at the lines. Just like, I don't know. I just opened up DraftKings. I wanted to see what Jokic's MVP odds are. Obviously, that's my morning paper.
Oh, it's so hard sometimes.
And I just clicked the NFL button just like out of habit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what the lines are. Wait, I can't look at that.
Dude, it's kind of like a great thing we're able to do where like NFL will come up and our eyes are just able to rise above
Yes.
so that we're not tempted. Because, I'm checking Broncos next head coaching odds every 90 minutes,
Yeah.
but I avoid the lines.
Yep.
I swear I have no
They still
clue
have
what
odds
these
up on the
lines
Broncos?
are.
Last time I looked, they didn't.
What? In Cabo, maybe? How was your vacay, bro?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Felt good?
Pretty short, but
Yeah.
you know.
Like, what, 5 days?
Really 4 if you take out travel.
Yeah, travel's a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
No one takes it out either. No one on this side's like, oh, of those 5 you were gone, only 4 were chill time on the beach. Like, take a 6th one,
That's what they should be saying.
There's zero compassion on the other side.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's a crazy world. we live in.
nuts, bro, nuts.
All right. So let's GTL it
Yeah,
up.
Broncos odds very much up.
Okay.
Hundy and 50 for Dan Quinn, old
Plus
DQ, plus 150. Sean Payton, plus 225.
Oh, closing the gap.
David Shaw, plus 1,000.
Henry's guy.
Love me some David Shaw.
Not me.
Where's the Woody score?
I don't know what the Woody score bug is. Oh, he wants his own score at the bottom to play Guess the Lines.
Love that for us, Woody. That's a good call.
All right. Let's get it started. How many games are there? 6 again?
Quattro.
That sucks.
I know, it's like really
right.
sad, dude.
I could have done that math in my head
It's
really easy.
sad, bro. Final
Wow.
8, lead 8.
Yeah, I guess. Some
Yeah.
of these teams are elite. Okay, so you got the Jags going into KC.
Yeah.
KC, the number 1 seed. The Jags, a lot of people, would say they didn't even deserve to win. So
Right,
this has to
right.
be a pretty big spread.
A little walk down memory lane. First year, Dougie P goes to the Eagles. Him and Andy R playing in a regular season, meaningless September regular season football. Neither of them showed an ounce of their playbook
I
in
remember
that one.
this.
You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I wonder what tricks either has up the sleeve for the other in this one.
I mean, they're not going to be holding anything back this time, Dre.
They will not, Ryan. That's official.
I am going to venture to guess this spread goes into double digits. So,
Whoa, really?
yep.
Oh, well, oh my! You've bested me if you're right about that.
I'm going to say Chiefs minus 10.5.
Oof. Aggressy Arcade, love that. Way to make your mark on the show in your return. Give me Chiefs minus 7.5.
It's Chiefs minus 8.5.
You win.
Me.
Wow.
Wow.
I know RK saw me typing and he thought he had it.
No, I didn't.
That's a good one.
That's a bad line.
They kind of split the difference. Chiefs don't cover huge spreads. Just like the Bills. Like, It's
Yeah.
not happening in the playoffs in the divisional round.
The Jags are fugazi. They were down 27-0 to the Chargers.
I don't know that I just think they're a bad team. I don't know that they're even a fugazi.
They found their way into the final 8 teams in the NFL.
I know, but they're the AFC South champs. That already should tell you a lot. That title's dripping in doo-doo,
Yeah, they are fakers.
They are fakers, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got
Fakes.
Chiefs by at least 2 touchdowns.
They don't cover that shit.
We'll see.
Last time they played an AFC South opponent, they almost lost to the Texans.
And they lost to the Colts.
Exactly. The AFC South
What was the Jags matchup?
owns them. I can check now because if I check, it won't spoil the spread for me finally. So now I can check that. You're kind of I'm like handicapped for like 3 days of the week. It's kind of like not allowed.
Can't look at anything.
Yeah. Can't look at it.
Achy dragging with MFers act like they forgot about Dre.
Achy gets it. Achy gets
I
it.
don't feel like anyone forgot about you.
No, it does feel like I'm being remembered. I'm being remembered.
You're often remembered. Never forget.
They didn't play.
Yes, they did.
They didn't play.
Yes, they did.
They would have had to because they played all the AFC South, is what you're saying.
AFC South.
They played the Colts. Oh, no, I'm looking at the Jags. Okay. The Jags played the Broncos, lost in London. You remember that. They beat the Raiders 27-20. Chiefs beat them by 10, 27-17.
That's why it should have been a 10.5 point spread.
In KC, November 13th.
I remember that. I think the Jaggies were in it for a little while.
Yeah. Jagtown, USA.
Okay. Next game.
It was our
that is just
jagged edge game of the week, I
Just
believe.
way too many numbers for the Giants. 10, 7, and 1.
Man, Dable. God, I love that man.
Yeah. Another guy that the Broncos did not interview. Good job, boys.
Never have I felt more opposing feelings about 2 bald white coaching candidates than I do about Dan Quinn and Brian Dable.
What about Nathaniel Hackett? Where does he factor
Whoa,
in?
that's really like,
Collision of worlds.
yeah, like green, yellow, red,
Red, there you
like
go.
bad.
Okay.
This one I don't know either. What happened in these previous matchups? Not allowed to look.
Yeah. I believe the Eagles beat them twice.
You would do that for us, Yayo? Well, in the final regular season game, and
Oh.
the G-men, they've hung it up by then. Oh, shit. But you know what? Early December, the Eagles stomped them 48-22.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. It's nice having you back, RK.
It's great to be back. Okay, it's gonna be Eagles -7.
I said 6.5. For some reason, I think the G-men are getting a little more respect.
It is Eagles -7.5.
Dang, on the money. Good job, bro. Good job. It was weird for me making the Chiefs a bigger favorite than the Eagles, though in the end I was right. I was just off by a point on each.
Right.
Chiefs 8.5, Eagles 7.5, and I guess 7.5, 6.5. What are our notes on these, man? Like both phased by a gajillion?
I'm worried about Jalen.
I'm worried about Jalen, especially against the greatest running quarterback this side of Michael Vick. Like,
Yeah.
DJ's amazing, bro. I gave out a prop on Friday in my 3-0 day of him over 40.5 yards. Never in doubt.
I know. His work at Air Force was so impressive.
Amazing. Troy Calhoun, bring him back. If J.R. Smith's allowed to go back to college and play golf for a school, Daniel Jones in his 40s should be allowed to go
To Air
play
Force.
football in a service academy and lead a triple option attack.
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
The world needs it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. So this is fun, Dre, because
Oh, man.
no matter what, a team capable of beating the Chiefs is going to win this game.
It's nice. It is nice.
That is like the best thing in my heart.
and potentially their ultimate kryptonite.
Right. And that's why you got to pull for Joey Beats.
Yeah. Yeah, bring the camera back on me. I'm a Burrow guy. I mean, the guy's dream school was Nebraska. He never got to play there, and he won a natty for another school. So, of course, I'm a Joe B guy.
Yeah, I mean,
but
he literally, they think about him every day.
they should. It's the greatest mistake they've ever made. I've slandered him several times because I felt like Twitter went wild over him smoking that cigar. And as someone who's destroyed his lungs for a couple decades, he didn't appear comfortable to me smoking that cigar.
He's done it again.
I gotta say, when I saw him after they locked up the North, that's the guy who's got some reps in. He feels right at home smoking that cigar. We need a him and Luka Doncic together in the offseason. Some good smoking content, you know?
Yeah.
And so, Joey, I see you. And I don't know. I kind of think he's taken his game to another level, even on the smoking cigar side.
Wow.
So I wanted to say that.
Yeah, like a formal apology.
A formal, right. I see you to Joey
Yes. I think he's harkening back to the 80s and doing blow before games.
He may be, yes.
When I see him after the game, dude, his eyes, they're so wide open.
He's got that going for him. It's true.
It's interesting. You ever seen the video of I'm not gonna even say this while you're sipping on your coffee. You ever seen the video of him flinching because someone coughs in the press conference?
No, I don't think I have.
He's like mid talk and someone just goes like and he goes like
what?
Yeah, and he's just a little on edge at all moments.
Speaking of which, are you seeing Arch Manning lost his school ID another time?
I did.
Bro, people are just like fucking with Arch.
I know. Arch, what's going on,
I
bro?
can't believe Eli, Peyton, and Coach Prime didn't touch on Arch once yesterday. It's kind of tuning in for the Arch content.
Peyton didn't ask one question about the Buffs. He did say "Let's go Buffs," which was dope, but he didn't.
He said "Let's go Buffs." Some are saying, which
yeah,
it's a mistake I've made on Twitter.
well,
before.
"Let's go Sco Buffs" is just putting "Let's."
Oh,
go.
I know.
So it kind of always sounds like you say "Let's go Buffs." Let's go Buffs.
No, Sco Buffs. Yeah.
Which is kind of like Sco Buffs, but I think he was just saying "Let's go Buffs." Anyways, he didn't ask a single question about like the Buffs or recruiting or Cormani McLean.
Shador.
I was kind of hoping Coach Prime would like pull out his phone and be like, "Oh, just got a commitment. Wait till you see who it is." And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
He should have openly recruited some kids on the show. He was on for so long.
He got the whole first quarter.
What I love is Peyton being like, "Coach, what play do you like here?" It's like, bro, you're Peyton. You tell me what coach
he wants to hear.
But that's what Prime's talking about. You know, I first approached coaching as an OC and play caller because that's how I saw the game. And they're joking around. He didn't know the cup. Okay, you know, if you want me as a third on the Buffs pod, I can be the third. But I'm not doing Coach Prime content on the bets. All
right,
now,
fair enough.
Okay.
Coach Prime content is everywhere.
It is. It is.
You cannot avoid it. Okay, so Joey Lines versus Josh Allen.
And how does Josh Allen feel these days? The homies are kind of concerned.
Someone tweeted out something that was so perfect. So I was in and out from the pool to the TV.
Yeah.
Just, following along. If the game's close late, I'll tap in.
Right.
And they're up 17-0. Is that what it was? And then I just saw someone tweet like, "Oh, where have I seen this before? Josh Allen throws an interception that keeps the opponent in the game when they have him on the ropes." He kind of has a bad habit of that.
He's a bit of a rascal, honestly.
He gets an invincibility complex when they're up. Anyways, it's going to be Billy's minus 3.5.
I said Billy's minus 2.5. I think the book loves the Bangies.
It is Bills minus 5.
Whoa. Oh, the disrespect. Okay, we like the Bengals.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, all right, fine. Let's see. We'll see what happens here.
What I appreciate of this season of Guess the Lines, Ryan, is we used to come into it with pre-line takes. Now the line dictates our takes. And that's how it should be.
Right.
That's how it should be.
Also, I think we used to come in thinking what we thought the line should be. Now we know you just have to think about what the book thinks the line should be.
The book knows. The book always knows. Oh. Noti QB JT Shrout entering the portal.
Finally.
Oh, man. We love you, JT. We'll always have those couple film rooms written by different people in our staff who tried to get us excited about you, okay? We love you. Best of luck.
Good luck. Shadron State's going to love you.
Yeah. Great fit. Shadron may be a great fit.
Great fit. Okay. The low-key most powerful team in the NFL taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Amazing logo matchup.
It is a good logo
Come
matchup.
on.
It's the Coach Prime Bowl.
You love the 90s. This is a great matchup. Yes. It's the Coach Prime Bowl. Gosh. Right now.
If you guys tie on this one, if Drake gets it, we'll go to whatever games you want for a total. And that's how we'll break the tie.
Nice.
Okay.
You guys get to choose the game, and I'll give you, and you guys get to get the total.
So wait, I'm up 2-1?
Yeah, Drake has to get this.
Dak with his contract or Brock Purdy with his contract? Straight up right now, who would you take?
Big Cock Brock.
Has to be. God, he slings that thing.
What, the football?
God. Yeah, the football. The football. Go ahead, Rhino. I'm locked in.
This is going to be big.
Feeling
I have
like
a
Kyle
feeling.
Shanahan with my Breck trucker hat.
No, it's not. No, it's the stupid Cowboys. They always get too much love.
Yeah.
Let me
it's the
go 90s -4.
And a half. 4.5 for Los Nueves. The Nines, as we call them now, huh, Yaya?
It is Niners -3.5.
Oh.
RK wins 3-1.
What? Shoot. Woody, how'd you do? I want to know how Woody did.
Wow.
That was good. Good job,
I
Ryan.
won the regular season. Won the playoffs.
2-0 in the playoffs,
Yeah.
right? Ugh, gross.
6-0 in my picks in the playoffs.
Gotta wake up. We're all in on the Niners, though.
A lot of people are talking about playoff RK.
They should be. Honestly. TBH, as the kids say.
So, yeah. DraftKings Sportsbook is dope.
Hell yeah.
I wish I could bet on just like the Cowboys being ass.
Just the classic. Like,
Are the Cowboys ass?
+2.
-110, yes. -110, no.
hell yeah. That'd be amazing.
It could be more -300, yes. Plus 250, no.
Hank had such a great point on the show today.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be able to score touchdowns against the Niners defense. So then they're trusting that kicker to kick field goals this week, or are they going to bring someone new in?
They're in trouble.
Big trouble. By the way, I had the under last night.
Absurd.
Hits by a half point with 4 missed extra points.
I had the over. I thought that trend was continuing. All overs, Ryan.
You were right. You had the right side.
I know. All overs. How crazy is that?
It is crazy.
It was like the season of the unders, and then in the playoffs,
It's the
it's
opposite
all
of
over.
the NBA.
Yeah. Now, what's happening? My theory:
Tap in.
the teams that are in the playoffs are the teams with the best offense.
It's an offensive league, Dre.
Yeah, it's an offensive league.
All right. Well, bet on offense at DraftKings Sportsbook.
right?
The greatest sportsbook in all the land. You
Oh,
can get over
they're
there
amazing.
and get in on all of their great deals.
Yeah.
Just make sure you use the code DNVR when you do, so you can get all of the great deals that they offer at DraftKings
sir.
Sportsbook. Of course, age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for
Oh, hell
details.
yeah.
And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Yep. Boom.
All right, Dre.
Boomsies.
Got a DOD in here?
Yeah, we do, because I don't know if you've heard, but Nuggies are in action. Yoke night. He was away for a game while you were away.
Yeah. We had a great dinner in Cabo.
We went all in on Jamal Murray over here, and it worked.
And it
out.
worked.
It worked.
Wow.
It just happened that D-line didn't give out enough, or Or MPJ took a lot of threes. He just didn't hit enough for those MPJ props.
People love when I do this, so I'm just going to do it. Omaha, call an audible at the line here. Not a Nuggets SGP. Let's build a table side C's Nuggets big 3.
Let's go. TSC?
Yeah. A little TSC action. So Nuggets taking on the Trailblazers. Shout out Chauncey Billups and Jabari Walker. Anti-shout out everyone else involved in the organization.
Let's go Buffs. See, I'm not saying the T anymore on let. Let's go Buffs.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's still not it, but it's a good effort. Okay.
Better or worse than Peyton?
Worse.
Fuck.
So, Jokic over under 25 and a half.
That's a bummer. Yes.
Over.
Yes.
Although he hasn't been scoring that much lately.
No, he's kind of taking it easy on the scoring.
All right. Retraction. We'll come back to that.
Thank you for retracting that. Excuse me.
Jokic triple-double plus 140.
Jokic triple-double plus 140. That's under stats combis? No.
Yeah, it is under stat combis.
Triple-double. Oh, man. Play Nurk? That's going to be fun.
Okay.
Wait, what? Stat combos? You found triple-double?
Yeah. Are you flipped into SGP mode?
Yeah.
We're not doing an SGP.
Of course we're not doing an SGP. It's tableside Caesar big 3s right now.
Yes,
oh, my gosh.
Tap in, Dre.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Dre, if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's like tracking narratives.
Yes. They call him the narrative tracker.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if you know this, but Nikola Jokic is currently averaging 9.8 assists per game. Now, this is what's funny, Dre, because if he's averaging 8.8 assists per game,
averaging a trip dub,
we would just be saying like, oh, he's averaging 9 assists a game. But if you're on the verge of averaging a trip dub, no one rounds up anymore. So technically, by all normal standards of stat keeping, he is averaging a trip dub. But because the narrative won't allow that until he's averaging 10 assists per game, he will be going high on assists until he locks it in.
Plus 170 on the MVP odds.
Yeah.
Like basically a lock.
I need to go find the clip of this show when I said Nuggets are getting the 1 seed. He's averaging a triple-double, and he's winning MVP. It's probably my best prediction ever if it happens.
Hell yeah.
So we're taking the over on 10.5. I believe if he were to get 14 or 15 assists tonight, that would be enough to put him into the 10 assist per game category.
That's off the noggin calculations right there. So
yeah.
And that noggin, it knows a thing or two.
If I had my laptop, I could, get the get the spreadies out.
Right. If I could, plug in a few figures on my algorithm, we'd have an exact one, but we don't need that.
What do you think?
Off the nog is good enough for us.
What do you think that Jokic's DPR is this year?
I've thought about it for several years. I've thought about what would Mac's DPR be?
Right.
What would Kale's DPR be?
Jokic's would be the best.
It would be.
Maybe the best in sports.
He would have broken several DPR records the last few years. I know.
R.I.P. DPR.
We were just
okay, so we have the
just
trip
on
dub.
the verge.
We have the trip dub. We have assists. I'm gonna let the third one be a Dre exclusive.
Trip dub. We've got assists.
It doesn't have to be Jokic, of course. Although
exactly, which is why I would go with MPJ threesies. Though honestly, I always love a good yoke 3
over 0.5,
especially against the pure center like the Nurkster. He's gonna force that fat ass out out on the perimeter.
Why would we mess
Why
with
would
it?
we steer away from our Lord and Savior?
Never stray too far from home, my friend.
Absolutely. That's scripture from the manifesto,
Yeah.
Ryan. That's
I think
scripture.
Dre has it tatted on his ass.
I wish. Do you have any good knuckle tat ideas?
Yeah.
Those are feeling more
coming back?
real.
Knuck tats are back in?
On the forefront of my mind, they are,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
I don't know that they were ever in besides street hooligans and punks, who I famously have always aspired to be.
That is true.
So that's my brand. That's the brand I've cultivated, and it's the brand I'd like to lean into even more. Maybe bet or die.
That's not the croc.
Not the spirit of
That's
the
only
show.
8. Well, I guess you do have 8.
O-R-D-I-E. That'd be fun.
It doesn't work unless it's 2 words, 4 letters each.
I know. Hold fast. It's the classic.
Hold fast?
Yeah, that's the classic.
That's the classic.
That's the classic. Gosh, you have a lot to learn about knuckle tattoos, don't you?
I need it. Should Nux get a Nuck tattoo?
You should, yes.
That's dope. That's on one finger. That's like the mustache tat.
Oh man, that's a good one too.
Classic
that's a good
bit.
one too.
Classic bit for tatted dudes.
Indeed.
All right. FU 2006 says, is Jamal not playing tonight? Does DraftKings know something we don't? I don't know. Kale, any insights? No.
Here, we'll see right here. We'll see. Player props, and the status is day to day
He's playing
on DraftKings Sportsbook. So,
all right. I think that's gonna wrap it up for us, Trey.
boy, good times.
Great times.
Good times.
Top
Yep.
times.
Top times.
Top times. All right. See you guys later.